What's up, guys? Mr. Schwahoozy here. So in my last video, which you can catch up there or in there, somewhere up there in the playlist, and I think over here at the end of the video, if I remember to put it there, I looked at the Dallas Stars and Vegas Golden Knights playoff series. Now, in this video, and you can see by the title up at the top of your screen there, if you just click hover your mouse over top, you'll probably see it. I'm going to be talking about the New York Islanders versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, this is the first time these playoffs that an Eastern team has played in Edmonton. They've usually played in Toronto, but now they're playing in Edmonton because I think it would just be easier that way. And they're actually playing right now. I can actually look up the score of the game as I talk. But I can give you my predictions on who I think will win this series as I look it up. Should not take me that long. If they're even playing. I think they're playing tonight. So I think I'll just give you my predictions now. I think that Tampa will win this series 4-2. Now, it kind of sucks because New York is my pick to win the cup. I mean, I'm a Sens fan. If they win, we get an extra third-round pick, I think. Or it's an extra first-round pick. And so I want New York to win. And I think New York is the far more interesting team. But Tampa Bay... Oh, the game hasn't even started yet. It must start at 8. Interesting. Strange. So that's kind of useless. So close that. So I think that Tampa will win because they're just really good. I think this is the furthest New York has gone. The Islanders, that is, have gone in the playoffs in a long time. And I just think that Tampa's the better team. Structure-wise, hitting-wise, speed, creativity. Even without Stamkos, they bouldered through Boston. And who do they play in the first round again? It was Columbus, and they bouldered through Columbus, winning both series. I think 4-1 or 4-2. I can't remember. Can't remember what it was against Columbus. I think it might have been 4-1. And I just think that, I mean, I hate this because New York. I bet against New York when they played their last 3 series, and I hate doing it again. Like when they played against Washington, I picked New York. When they played against Philadelphia, I picked New York. And I hate picking the other team because if New York was playing any other team except for Boston and Tampa Bay, I'd pick them. I'd pick them to win because after seeing them in the last 2 rounds, they're really good. And Barry Trotz is a really good coach for coaching them. But Tampa Bay is really good. They got to like first or second in the league this year. I can't remember. Oh, excuse me. I can't remember who got the President's Trophy this year. But I mean, God, I hate this. I picked Tampa to win 4-2. I don't know if I said that. Yeah, I picked Tampa to win 4-2. I don't know if I said that or not, but I did. I did now, at least. This Tampa has really screwed up my pool by eliminating Boston. But, I mean, Tampa, okay. Let's go through each of these teams one by one. And we'll try to dissect them. Maybe I can calm myself, actually put on a full sentence without going, So, let's calm it down. Watch my last video. Alright. Tampa Bay. Really good team. They're fast and they're physical. They have good goaltending with Vasilevsky. One of their star players in Steven Stamkos, one of the best players in the league, for that matter. uh, is out for the remainder for this entire series, and I think he's been out the entire playoffs. I think he had an injury. He might have been in the first round. The heck, keep yawning. I'm trying to stifle it back, which is why I look so strange. Yeah, but Stamkos has been gone for at least 2 series, maybe even 3. I can't remember when he went out, or if he was even in at all to go out this playoffs, including the round robin in the bubble and all that. But yeah, even with him there, they've been killing it recently. I mean, they like I said, they bouldered Columbus and they bouldered Boston by just destroying them. And now they're at New York, who is a very quick team, but New York just played a couple days ago. And they played a very tough game. And then 2 days before that, New York played a double overtime game. And then the day before that, or 2 days before that, no, yeah, and then 2 days again with the yawns, my god. And then this series is interesting. This is my favorite of the 2 series. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. And then 2 days before that, they played another double overtime game. That's when Tampa eliminated Boston. Before then, it was Tampa eliminated Boston, and then you switch over, and New York and Philadelphia going into the third period, and New York blows it. So Tampa is definitely the more rested team, and they've been going to practice, which New York hasn't really had because they went to Game 7, and then I think oh my god. And then they traveled to Edmonton to get ready in their bubble. Oh, holy shit. So, Tampa is definitely the more well-rested team. But that could be a bad thing because you have a team that hasn't played against another team, actually on ice, for a very long time. And that could punish them because New York is right off the high of winning, whereas Tampa has been relaxing for the last couple days. And that could be against them, but I think that Tampa has had lots of rest before. I mean, just look at the 5 or 6 month span in between. Whew. Again, what the hell? I think I'll go to bed after this, even though it's 8 in the evening. Weird. Wow. Anyway, crap. Tampa had the 6 month break in between the end of the season and the beginning of the bubble playoffs, and they still came out and got, I think, second in the East. Which is amazing. So rest clearly does not bring them down. And they've been practicing, which I don't think they were doing a whole lot before the 1 or 2 week period before going to the bubble. So that's not really a factor. So I just think Tampa is the better team. Tampa they crush it in every way. I mean, look at Tampa. They're very physical. They have great goaltending. They're very offensive. They can just bomb pucks on the net. They're good defensively. When they played Boston only scored a few goals in their last 2 or 3 games. Like, come on, that's awesome defense. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. So, yeah, Tampa's just good all around. Now, finally, if we move on from Tampa and we move on to New York has a really good coach. A phenomenal coach in Barry Trotz. I don't know why he's there instead of Washington. I don't know why Washington didn't hire him back again. I mean, he won the cup there, so he definitely has experience in these types of situations. And he might have played Tampa a few times in the playoffs. as the coach of Washington, or I think it was. No, he didn't. Nashville. He wasn't the coach of Nashville. No, duh. Nashville only made it to the. It only made it to the semifinals. Only made it to the Stanley Cup Finals once, and that was against Pittsburgh. And Nashville's in the West. Tampa's in the East. Forget what I said, but he has experience in the playoffs against good teams. Pittsburgh is a good team, and he beat them on his way to the Cup. And here he is, New York, facing against a good team on the way to the Cup. It's not in the second round, but still, I mean, he's a good coach. New York also is very, very quick. They're a very fast team. I don't know how quick they are compared to Tampa, but they are a very quick team. They get the puck, and they go. But they don't get a lot of shots on net. Philadelphia, when they played, which is actually, in my opinion, a better team in these playoffs than Tampa's been, no matter what the round-robin exhibition games were when Philadelphia came in first. No matter what those say, Tampa is the better team in these playoffs. If Tampa and Philadelphia went against each other, I'd give it to Tampa because Philadelphia isn't as good a team. And they're just not as good a team. But that's no bad on Philadelphia. That's singing praises to Tampa because holy crap, Tampa is amazing. Are you joking me? I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again, that Tampa is amazing and New York is good. They have a good coach. They have decent defense. Yeah. Meh. Goaltending. Whereas Tampa has it all the way around. I mean, they can out-hit New York. They can out-skate New York. They can out-shoot New York. New York didn't get that many shots in their last win. So, I mean, you have a team that is shown to shoot more, shown to score more, shown to have better goaltending, shown to hit more. They're a bigger team. They're more experienced. A lot of these players made it to the Stanley Cup final just a few years ago against Chicago. And then, here we go. Again, another yawn. I don't know why I'm yawning. Maybe I'm boring. Am I the boring one? Leave a comment down below if I'm boring. I hope I'm not boring. God, I hope I'm not boring. Anyway, Tampa wins 4-2. I could see New York winning the series. I think Tampa would be the more interesting team in the finals. Not to say that New York wouldn't be interesting, just Tampa would be much more interesting just because they're a good team and they kind of deserve it after what happened to them last year. I'm still pissed at them for ruining my bracket for beating Boston. But I can't hold them against it for too long because there was no way I was winning that bracket. Anyway, so, yeah. Tampa wins 4-2. I don't really know what else to say. Except, like, subscribe, comment if you think I'm boring. What you think of my picks. I keep saying that. What you think of my pick. What your pick would be for this series. And for the last series, again, up here. Make sure to check out the other videos on this channel. You can get them immediately when you subscribe and ring the bell and the like and all that fun stuff. And you can also watch the rest of my hockey videos. If you like seeing me talk about hockey, you can watch those. They're doing pretty well. If you want more hockey content, again, comment down below. All that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright? See you next time. Bye.